Okay, everybody, welcome to section 6. Here we are. Now, in this section, all we're kind of doing is polishing this thing up real quick. So you can use this technique to sharpen your pictures too if you're using it for other things. But the first thing we're going to do here is we want to make a copy of everything we see here. So we want to flatten all those layers into a new layer of its own that is an exact copy of what we have here. Now, to do that, it's a really simple shortcut key, but if you have to be careful. So if we don't hit all of these keys and we flatten all of these layers and then we hit save or something, we can no longer go back and fix this. So we do not want to flatten all these layers by themselves and then make a copy. We want to make a copy of all of the layers that are flattened. So it's a whole new layer by itself, and keeping all of these layers intact in case we need to make adjustments in the future. When the customer sees this and they say, oh, you know what, actually, I want to swap those two pictures around or something, whatever they say. Sometimes they have weird requests. So we want to be prepared for that and keep all of our layers intact. That's why we're working in layers, and that's why we're working in layer masks. So we're not deleting any pixels. Everything is safe. We can adjust this to our heart's content and then our customer's heart's content after that. So we're going to click on the very top layer up there. Then we're going to hit this key combination right here. We're going to hit Shift, Command, Option, E, and that is going to make a copy of everything below whatever layer you have selected there, or every visible layer. And that's going to let us, basically, it's almost like taking a screenshot of what you see here. So it's going to flatten all those layers on a new layer all by itself, and you'll see that layer created there up at the top. And let's see, I'll hide it and then re-show it, and nothing happens because it's the same. Then we're going to go to Filter up here and then High Pass Filter. It's very important. We pick High Pass Filter, and then this happens. And don't freak out. So you can adjust this here and adjust your radius, I guess. And we just want it so we just barely see the edges of different things. So you can see in the middle, this gentleman's shirt here, we can very much see the edges there. We're going to hit OK. And you're just going to do this to taste. This is all to your personal taste. And then we're going to switch the blending mode to anything in that overlay section. Overlay, soft light, vivid light, all those. Just experiment with different ones and you'll see what it does. Now for this one, this image was already very sharp, and I don't want to get over sharp. I don't want to go crazy town on this, but I do just want it to pop a little bit more than it is. Then you just adjust the opacity of that layer until it suits your taste. So that's basically it. Basically what this does is it goes around and finds all of the like edges of things and makes it look a little bit sharper, adds a little bit of contrast around those edges. So now we are going to want to save this. You should have been saving it as we go, right? Just hitting Command S, for example, for save. Now to get this window, we're going to hit Shift Command S, and we're going to give it a name. We're going to call it Ben Clement's Collage or something. Whatever your customer's name is, and then Collage. I would recommend doing that. That way you can go back later and, if you want examples of all your collages, you can just search for Collage and you'll find them. Now on this scale here, anything over 10 just makes the file size bigger and doesn't make it print better quality or anything. Quality 10 is the maximum. So that's what I would do. If there's some weird reason, like you need to print it like bigger than this, all of a sudden they wanted, 3 foot by 6 foot, something, then maybe you need to make it bigger. Then what we'll do is we'll make another copy, hitting Shift Command S, and another JPEG, but this time we'll make it small. And you saw there in the file name, I put the words all capital letters small. So that way I know which version is the small version. And then I just go here and make it a low quality version. And then that's it. And then I hit OK. And then each time, so I'll send this to the customer, and then each time they make a revision, I will just put make a new copy of it. I won't overwrite anything. So I'll say this is version 2 and version 3 and version 4 and however many versions it takes until we get it so they are really happy. Usually on these custom collages, it only takes about 1 or 2 tries. Usually, we don't usually go more than 3. But I've had where I do like ads for people and make a design like this for an ad, and they might have 15 changes. So I want to list all of those changes before it gets out of control. And then you'll see here, it's just listed right there. And then there's the small version, and here's the full size version. And we do that. We want both because what we're doing is saving backups of what we've done. So once you show a client and then they make 3 changes and they come back at you, and you've seen that each time we do the smoke brush, it looks different, right? So then they're going to say, well, I wanted that original version. Let's just go with that. That was good. And my idea that I had for this isn't going to work out. And then you're going to go, oops, now I have to remake it. So that sucks. But if you've done it my way here and you've created all of these new versions of it and saved all of the old versions of it, then you're fine. You can just say, okay, great, we'll go with that one. No problem. And grab the high res, upload it to your favorite printing source or print it yourself if that's what you do. And you're good to go. You don't have to remake it. You've saved yourself all of that work of redoing work you've already done. So just my little tip, my little pro tip, I guess you might say. And that's it for section 6. Just a little quick video here. That one was short and sweet. See you in the next one.